Hi everyone. So today we are going to do the topic of phrases which we started last time, and today we are going to do its further types and see some examples as well. So last time we did the topic of sentences and we studied what basically a sentence consists of, and it was the subject and the predicate. So subject is basically who or what is performing the word, right? It can be a noun, or it can be a person, or it can be an object, a noun or pronoun. Whereas predicate is something that tells us more about the subject, that what is the subject doing or what is happening to it, what are the verb and object related. Whereas subject, it basically comes in the starting of the sentence and making the overall order as SVO, right? Now, coming back to our topic for today, which is phrase. So, a phrase is a small group of words that form a meaningful unit within a clause or within a sentence. So, you can understand it like the way, let's say, this is a brick. Now, you can fit the brick into the wall, but for that, it needs to be of a particular size and particular shape because it's a unit of that wall which we are going to fit into. Similarly, a phrase is also a unit. So for us to fit the phrase into the sentence, we want it to be meaningful. Otherwise, if we take any unit which is not meaningful and we try to fit into the sentence, so the sentence won't make sense, right? So that is the condition of a phrase, that it should be meaningful, and there is no limit of words. It can be of 2 words, 3 words, 4 or more. So the only condition is that it should make sense and it should have a meaning. So moving on, now the first type of phrase which we are going to do today is a noun phrase. So exactly as the name is suggesting, it centers a single noun and can work as a subject, object or a complement in the sentence. Now you can look at the first example. I like to swing the bat hard when I'm at the crease, right? So over here, swing the bat is the phrase. Now why it's a noun phrase? Because bat over here is the noun and it's acting as an object. Now in the next one, reading novels is a good habit. So reading novels, it's in the starting. So novel is the subject over here and reading novels become the noun phrase. Similarly, the probability of happening that match is not much. Now you can see over here we had just 2 words and still it was a noun phrase. And over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 word and still it's a noun phrase. So there is no condition for the number of words, just it should be meaningful. Last one, we are sorry for her departure. Now it's acting as a complement in the sentence, right? Moving on, next we have the adjective phrase. Now basically we are going to do one by one parts of speech, right? So one by one, whichever parts of speech comes, we'll do the phrases and we'll attach some more words with them. So it is comprised of an adjective and works as a single adjective in the sentence. For example, Alex is a well behaved man. He is a man of friendly nature. Julie is a woman of gorgeous style. She leads a very interesting life. A lot of people do not sleep at night. Again, so basically, well behaved, friendly, gorgeous, very interesting, a lot. These are all adjectives which are being used in a sentence, and we pick the adjacent words and we call it adjective phrase. Now coming to the adverbial phrase. So it modifies the verb or adjective, which is the basic definition of adverb. So whenever you forget that what is an adverb, you can just write it down. I'll write it again. So you can just write it down that adverb, something that adds to the verb, is known as adverb. So basically something that tells us more about the adverb. For example, if I say Rahul is running and then I say Rahul is running quickly. So now we know that how the verb is happening. It's adding to the running. Quickly is something additional information that we know. So that is known as adverb. Coming back to adverbial phrase. So The horse runs at a good speed. Okay, so runs is the verb. Now remember, we are not doing verb phrase, we are doing adverbial phrase. So our phrase must consist of the adverbs. I was in a hurry then. I ran as fast as possible. He works very slowly. So all of these will be adverbial phrases because they consist of the adverb. Next over here we have prepositional phrase. Now again, what's a preposition? A word which links the sentence and tells the time or position of an object or person. Okay, so he sacrificed his life for the sake of his country. So over here, for and of are the preposition, and overall we call it the preposition phrase. In the end, we all have to die. He is on the way. By working aimlessly, in spite of working hard, he was insulted by his boss. Okay, now very good note that prepositional phrases include all other types of phrases. Now you would ask why. See, when we are including for and of, it's very genuine that we have to include the adjacent words, right? Now preposition are the linking words. Now what do they link? Nouns, pronouns, adverbs, verb, right? So whenever there is a prepositional phrase, adjacent to it will be some other parts of speech. So that's why it is said that prepositional phrases may include all other types of phrases because naturally they are bound to attach to the other parts of sentence. Moving on, conjunctional phrase. So, a conjunctional phrase works as a conjunction in the sentence. So, if you ever forget what is conjunction, you can just focus on the first three letters CON and remember them by connectors. Okay, so they are the connectors which join two sentences. So, as soon as you get in, he went out. As soon as you got in, he went out. We have to work hard so that we can win the next match. I will attend the ceremony provided that you come. John started working early in order to could finish early. No, in order that he could finish early. Okay, so all of these are conjunctions, and when we use them in a sentence, so then we regard them as the conjunctional phrase. And the last one, as compared to the last parts of speech as well, interjection. So interjectional phrase can be regarded as interjections that have more than one word are called interjectional phrases. Now we know that interjections are merely a word, right? Like alas, happy, hooray, yippee. Now we have, of course, we need some other words like what a pity, what a pleasure, oh please. So it's very easy to recognize that whenever there's a conjunction, most of the times we see an exclamation mark, and of course before it we can add some words or after it we can add words. So what a pity, what a pleasure, and oh please are the some examples of the interjectional phrase. So that's what we did today. We did the types of phrases and the basic definition with a lot of example. I hope it's clear, and if there's any doubt, you can write it up in the comments. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.